Alright, so here we have a speed time graph. The first thing that we are going to do is interpret what the different lines mean. What I would like you to do is pause the video here and see if you can work out what type of motion each section represents. Alright, for section A to B, we have an upward sloping line. Now notice that it goes from 0 meters per second to 10 meters per second. So this person's speed has increased in this first part from 0 meters per second to 10 meters per second. This tells us that they were accelerating. So an upward sloping line on a speed time graph means acceleration. And since it's a straight line, we can say that it's constant acceleration. Okay, for section B to C, we have a straight line, a horizontal straight line. Now notice that at all points on this line, their speed remains at 10 meters per second. So they're staying at 10 meters per second, they're traveling at constant speed. We have another upward sloping line for section C to D, and we now know that an upward sloping line represents constant acceleration. In this case, they're accelerating from 10 meters per second to 20 meters per second. Section D to E is another horizontal line. This time, they're staying at a constant speed of 20 meters per second. So it's a higher constant speed than before. Section E to F is a downward sloping line. Now notice that their speed has gone from 20 meters per second down to 0 meters per second. So they've slowed down, they've decelerated. So a downward sloping line represents deceleration or negative acceleration. And again, since it's a straight line, it's constant. So section E to F is constant deceleration. Our final section, section F to G, is a flat horizontal line at 0 meters per second. Now, if they're traveling at 0 meters per second, that tells us that they're not moving. So that section tells us that the person is stationary. Alright, so now you know what the different lines of a speed time graph mean. The upward sloping line, constant acceleration, a horizontal line, constant speed, downward sloping line, constant deceleration, and a line at 0 is stationary. Now these are different to what's on a distance time graph, so make sure you do pay careful attention to what's on that y-axis. Check that whether it's speed or distance you're looking at.